This summer I had the opportunity to work as a project engineer intern for Webcore Builders in Los Angeles at their New Century Plaza project. The New Century Plaza project broke ground in 2016 and looks to wrap up this upcoming fall. The Century Plaza development consists of two new 46-story residential towers seated behind the renovated Fairmont Century Plaza Hotel, combining for a total project size of 1.2 million square feet and a combined 662 condominiums. The project was broken up into 4 permits, Permit 1 being the Fairmont Hotel you see here. Permit number 2, seen here, is the garage level of both the Fairmont Hotel and the residential towers. This garage is used for resident storage as well as parking. Permit number 2 is separated into 4 levels, B1, B2, B3, and B4. Seen here is B3. Permit number 3, known as the Retail Podium Pavilion of the Century development, is the area between the towers and the Fairmont Hotel, as well as the first and second floors of the residential towers. And finally, my favorite permit, the permit I was assigned to, permit number 4. This permit contained two 46-story residential towers referred to as the North Tower, seen here, and the South Tower. The two identical 46 stories each had 43 floors, the 43rd floor being the full floor penthouse level. This level is currently a gray shell, however it will have 4 bedrooms and 6.5 baths in the future. It also comes with a killer view of Beverly Hills. Floors 42 through 35 had 2 units per floor, with 4 bedrooms and 6 baths in each of the penthouses. Floors 34 through 17 had 3 units per level, with 3 bedrooms and 3 baths in each unit. The more affordable units found on floors 16 through 3 had 5 units per level, along with 1 bedroom and 1 bath per unit. And of course, the helipad. My responsibilities in the towers included ensuring each unit had the correct warranties and O&M manuals for all the installed appliances before back punching and turning over the unit to the owner, checking to make sure each unit had the correct door installed, and then creating a list of deficiencies for field personnel. And my favorite activity this summer, tracking deficiencies in the field, then updating the status of those punch items on BIM 360, and following up the responsible party via email or phone call. My biggest responsibility this summer were closeout submittals. This process begins with creating a transmittal on a software known as CMIC. Then, printing out those transmittals. This particular closeout submittal involved turning over keys to operating rooms for MEP controls to the owner, as well as a roll of wallpaper for a kid's room. I then ventured through the mall between our job site office and the project to go meet up with the owner. After handing the keys and the wallpaper over to the owner, he then signed the transmittal, so then all I had to do was sign the transmittal myself. Then I would scan the signed transmittal, after uploading the signed transmittal, I would then prepare the submittal with a stamp, as well as a photo of the item I just turned over. To finish, I would then save the submittal to the correct folder on the job site archive, then submit it for review on CMIC, all while enjoying the beautiful state of California.
Hi, I'm Alex Rusu. I'm a Colorado State alumni working at Webcore. Started about 6 months ago, worked with another GC prior. Had the pleasure of working with Brad Upham this summer. He got into Permit B tracking for some of the closeout issues throughout the perimeter of the job site. He also helped with punch lists for some of the podium areas that myself was looking at, Permit 3 specifically. We saw RFIs, closeout RFIs, confirming RFIs, closeout submittals, making sure that we had the proper tracking of matching up scope and specifications for what we've turned over for attic stock and like key submittals, for example, for the elevators throughout the towers. Yeah, it was a pleasure working with Brad. We'll definitely miss him. Some key points where we saw thorough improvement were his ability to write an RFI. First one was a little rusty, but by the end of it, he definitely he understood the direction and the goal that we had in mind, and I think he understands the nuance of a conversation with an owner at this point. And yeah, sad to see him go. Appreciate the help.
Two of my biggest takeaways from this summer with WebCore are that documentation in the construction industry is vital to a project's success, as well as having a healthy and fun relationship with your subcontractors. Another big thing that I learned this summer is that even though your project might have reached substantial completion, the job is far from being over. I would like to personally thank David Friend, Yash Kanzel, Enio Pepe, Alex Ruzu, George Balduras, Dawit Tesk, Raksha Nanya, David Thusen, George Shamarlia, Diana Serrano, and Claude Teach, and the rest of the amazing New Century Plaza project team for such a great intern experience.